Hello everybody and welcome to another guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is medium, and before we take a closer look, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For those of you that do want to improve your game even more, go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy or you scan the QR code on the golden shot text guide and sign up for any of our tour play or tournament guides. What I would like to say here in the beginning before we take a more deeper look at the content, if I have one free shot to spare, I would spend that on the hard one. And the reason for that is that I believe that one is easier and it will also reward you with a better price. The only reason I would pick the medium one over the hard one would be if I'm in the need of kingmakers. That would be truly the only reason. So please have that in mind when you are choosing between the two versions of the golden shot. When it comes to the landing position, we're going to take a look at that one first. We're doing top of the red ring by the rough line with the second bounce to be in the middle of the fringe, aligned with the center of the dark green square row. And this is before spins. It's very important that you put the target first, then you add the spins, because if you add spins first, then you're going to be way off when you're taking your shot. Playing the golden long iron every single time, max plus 10. You do have the VPR table on the right hand side, but obviously as well in the guide. Alright, what chest can we win though? Has there been any changes? No. Onyx chest for the hole-in-one. We do have the fire chest for the yellow ring, Scarlet chest for the red ring, Topaz chest for the light blue ring, and Acer chest for the dark blue ring. Press the question mark on the top right to get to the frequently asked questions for the golden shot. If you have more questions or you just experience an error, then you send in a ticket to the Golf Clash support. Alright, let's take a look at the 5 videos I have chosen to you all, and then we're gonna summarize by looking at the text guide. So, we're setting it up with the red ring by rough, second bounce, trying to be centered onto the fringe. We are a little bit low here with our target, and now for in the video using one left spin and also one right spin. 4.4 miles per hour is 2.6 rings, and we're always going to pull over bullseye. You can see here that a tree might be in your way, especially with a left to right type of angle. Then I would truly recommend to zoom in as much as you can to get the correct amount of rings. Now, even though it shows that the tree will clip the ball guideline, it won't do that because the wind will push it back to just be on the right of the tree. Now slightly short and left, and the biggest reason to why we are left is due to the fact that we're not as we're having too much backspin, because less backspin we wouldn't have gone that much left. We continue though after getting the yellow ring, and now to try to put our target in a much better position. So red ring by the rough line, second bounce, center on the fringe, aligned with the middle of the dark green square. Wind coming right to left, we have noted into the guide to use 0.9 backspin and 0.8 left spin. You know, it's not any easy spins to get, but we do our best and then hope for a good outcome. 4.7 miles per hour, it's 2.8 rings. We are centering the ball to hit perfect. Perfect ball it is. Bounces on the fairway, onto the green, and we are burning the very edge here and rolling unfortunately out into the red ring. But as I've always said, when we're hitting perfect, we do expect ourselves to be as worst with a red ring if we have followed everything in the guide correctly. Now, wind coming left to right with headwind. Again, we're setting up our target. And you can see here now that we're looking to have the second bounce in the center or like in the middle of the fringe, aligned with the dark green square row. 0.8 backspin and 0.8 left spin is what we are using in this angle. 4.7 miles per hour is 2.8 rings, and we're pulling over the bullseye as always. You see that the ball guy gets clipped by the tree there. At least the visual is displaying that, but nothing to be worried about. That is something that won't affect our shot, especially not now when we're hitting perfect. Bounces on the fairway, takes the turn, and we like this angle, dropping hard left side. But again, who cares? Just that we do get the drop. So let's see what we do get in this chest. It's the fire chest, as I've already gotten the hole-in-one on this one. We're seeing the tsunami and also some kingmakers. Last two shots, or like, yeah, this one and another one is what we do have left. Again, you can see how much I pay attention to my landing spot here, and the reason for that is that the landing spot, if that is off and you're spot on with the spins, then the shot will be off. I mean, and then also if you're spot on with your landing spot but not spot on with the spins, it's gonna be off too. So it's something that it's important to have in mind, that all the components of your full adjustment is going to have to be there, otherwise you will not drop it. And that's the difficult and also the fun part, in my opinion, with Golf Clash, that it is technical and that you have to really focus and pay attention to the details to get the drops on a consistent basis. One back, 0.8 left, bounces on the fairway, takes the turn on the green. Now get it to drop. We do. Nice. And we get ourselves another hole-in-one. Let's see what we do get in this chest. Especially the epic is what I'm interested in. The kingmakers we're gonna get, and we're getting 8 of them if I'm not mistaken. You would think I would remember that, how many you get by now, but yeah, we're getting 8, and we're getting Firefly as well. Last but not least, we do have wind coming left to right with tailwind. As always in the golden shot, I do try to pick videos with various wind angles so you can see the shot in a couple of different ways. Now, setting up the target, we have one back, 0.8 left here too. We are using 0.8 left in all the tailwinds here because we are naturally doing an over adjustment of our shot, and then when we are adjusting, it's going to take us more or less to the same place where 0.8 left spin is going to be working. 5 miles per hour is the highest wind we can get, and we are playing that one 3 rings. Perfect ball, bounces on the fairway, taking the turn on the green, and we're getting this one to drop in the hole for a lovely hole-in-one to end with here on Quail Holo. It's hole number 2 of the medium version of the golden shot. Let's see what we do get in the only chest. We do have the kingmakers, but also some Grim Reaper cards. Let's take a look at the text guide, as always made by Tony Richardson based on my shots. And we start with the landing position. We do have the top left corner there, top of the red ring by the rough line, second bounce centered on fringe in line with dark green square row. Scan the QR code for the access to the best guides on the market, including this week's 6th anniversary 9-hole cup. You can scan the QR code there, as already said, but you can also use the link that is in the description down below. Direct tailwind, 1.2 backspin, 0.8 left spin. Wind coming left to right with tailwind. 1 backspin, 0.8 left spin, right to left tailwind. 1 back, 0.8 left. Wind coming left to right with crosswind. 0.9 backspin, 1 left. Wind coming right to left with crosswind. 0.9 backspin, 0.8 left spin. Wind coming left to right with headwind. 0.8 backspin, 0.8 left spin, wind coming left, right to left with headwind, 0.8 backspin, 1 left spin, and then direct headwind, 0.6 backspin, and 0.9 left spin. Thank you so much everybody for watching this guide and tutorial for the golden shot medium version. Let me know in the comment section below how it went for you. Thank you so much for watching once again. Good luck in the golden shot.